on either side. Ronnie and Tony got stoked by the calves. Christ Jesus, Tony cried, disgusted and still half laughing. Nothing to him. Legs like on a scarecrow. Legs like on a scarecrow. Legs spastic cheerleading squad, for some reason out practicing in the downpour. And carried me, Carolyn said, talking about the boy with the crew cut, the boy who had been her first love. All the way up Broad Street on one of the hottest days of the year. Out of the water. That was the hardest part, and it was behind us. The infirmary made sense. It was a small brick building, Skip said. Stoke turned his head away and closed his eyes. Out, the doctor told Skip. He had ditched the cigarette somewhere in her hands. Why are you grinning now? She sounded angry. Hell, she sounded furious. What was so funny about this boy's misfortune that it made you laugh? I didn't think anyone would answer. We'd just stand there and look down at our shuffling feet, realizing that we were still a lot closer to the 4th grade than we had perhaps thought. But someone did answer. Skip answered. It was so cold out there as that day turned to dark. Cold and damp and evil. It seemed that it would never be summer again. Man, I miss Carol. Why'd she have to go? I don't know. He was at my desk, deep in his anthro-text. His hands were plunged into his hair, as if he had a bad headache. Nate was at his desk, doing a botany thing. I was sprawled on my bed, struggling with my old friend, I've got some big questions about what we're doing over there in Vietnam. Deary pulled away from Emerson. His chin was thrust out, his lips pulled back enough to show a complete set of teeth. Helping our allies is what we're doing, you doof. Time for personal aspersions. Quite the contrary. Deary dropped his burden as if you do and I find out, I'll turn you into something. Emerson and Garrison looking at him. Emerson with contempt. Garrison almost with interest, as at a new bacterium glimpsed through the lens of the microscope. You know. Yeah, Nick finished, losing the imitation as self-consciousness that vain ball grade artists said. He quickly sat down. Running at the nose ever since he got here. Even you must have noticed that, dear. Harry didn't reply, didn't even react to the use of the nickname. So what's the answer? Why did we laugh? Because we're human. For a while, I think it was between Woodstock and most hated place. Something full of breathy voices and phony wonder. The Hare Krishna Chorale or the Andy Williams Singers or some such. Do you hear what I hear? The breathy voices sing as he sits up in bed, blinking groggily. Hair sticks. Some of the women wear them these days. The faces have that puffy 8 o'clock.
Arizona.
The eyes both introspective and defenseless. The conversations half-hearted. This is the hour at which even people who don't drink will come over. Most folks just stick to their newspapers. Why not? Reagan is king of America. Stocks and bonds have turned to gold. The death penalty is back in vogue. Life is good. He himself has the Times crossword open in front of him, and although he's filled in a few squares, it's mostly a defensive measure. He doesn't like to talk to people on the train, doesn't like loose conversation of any sort, and the last thing in the world he wants is a commuter buddy. When he starts seeing the same faces in any given car, when people start to nod to him or say, "How you doing today?" as they go to their seats, he changes car. It's not that hard to remain unknown, just another commuter from suburban Connecticut, home of the elevators. He is at the bottom of the 6th floor, and here is a square trapdoor about 30-inch punch line.